G'day everybody, welcome to Liana James Live. My name's Tony, I'm one of the owners here at Liana James Hair and Beauty, and I am talking all things hair. For those that have never been here and seen one of these shows before, it's very simple. We just talk all things hairdressing. We make it as fun as we possibly can. I'm going to have a few myths that have come through. The one myth that we're going to talk about today is going to be about hair colour. Will it damage your hair? The second one is colouring leads to grey hair. So those are the two myths that are out there in, I don't know, whatever world. But I'll either say, yep, that's true, or no, it's not true. And you're just going to have to wait for later in the show. Hello, Gij. Welcome. Hopefully Rusta's watching, and Jamie, and little Kaya as well. Thank you for watching. And we're just talking all things hair today. Today I'm going to do two things. I'm going to talk to everybody about our wonderful range, the REJUVEN8 range, just here. And I'm going to show you that in a second. But I'm also going to take you through some colour work. Now, and I'm also going to show you some styling products that are fitting for the range that I'm going to show you. But let's just talk about colour first. So, first things first. This lovely little dolly over here has wonderful, really warm hair. Pretty cool. Okay, some people may or may not like it, but I've worked it out. It's probably around that sort of color. You can see that those two colors are pretty similar, right? That's on our color chart. It's probably about that, which is a toffee caramel. Okay, now the lady comes in, is Dolly over here, and she goes, I want to become like this color. Okay, that is a very ashy, in the same level, but very ashy color. Okay, just so you can see a bit of a comparison, that's the red one there, and then that there is the color that the person wants to go. Okay, so I'll put it one on top of the other. You can see the distinct difference, but even more still, I'll show you it on here. You will see the difference in color on this person's hair. I'll grab this little section out, I'll put it on there. There's a massive difference in the tones that they're going for. So, a lot of people will think, well, it's pretty simple hairdressing. What we do is we just go get that color, we put it into a bowl, mix it up with some sort of peroxide, whichever one we think is best, chuck it on the hair, and it's all good. Okay? But what I'm going to show you here today is that it actually isn't all good. It doesn't really work out that way. Now, like I said before, this is a toffee, okay? It's the same level, so 7 and 7 is the same. The underlying pigment, though, of the color that I showed you, which is this one here, is it needs to be an ashy pigment. It's got blue as its secondary tone, well, actually it's a predominant tone on this particular color, okay? Now, what will happen is that if you put this color straight onto the hair, you'll probably get a little bit of toning. It might bring it, but it will most likely bring it to looking like this sort of color. This one there. So you'll see that's nowhere near as ashy as this one. Okay? Again, I'll show you. That's the color that we're aiming for. That's the color it will most likely turn out just in there. Okay? You can see the distinct difference. And this is where a lot of hairdressers get it wrong. They don't know what they're doing. This is why you should come to Liana James Hair and Beauty, because we know exactly what we're doing when it comes to this. Okay? Now, what happens with a toffee is it has yellow-orange as its secondary tone. That's what we have in here. You can actually see how orange, and you can see some yellowness coming through the hair. I'm pretty sure most people will be able to see that. Okay? There is, in order to counteract that, you're going to use some blue. Okay? Blue-violet is the exact opposite, so you can neutralize it. Now you're going to say to me, but hang on a second, Tony, you just said there was blue in that color. Won't it do the work? No, that's what will happen. So if you're trying to achieve that actual color, not only do you have to bring it to the middle of your color chart, okay, so into the middle where your browns sit, you have to bring it across to the blue section even more. And that's why I've prepared two colors. One here without any mix-ins, one with mix-ins. What I think is the right amount of mix-ins. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to do one on one side and one on the other side. And then we're going to rinse it out. I'm going to show you tomorrow or the day after or whenever it is what it's going to look like. So this side, we're going to go Dolly's right, okay? For you guys out there, probably is left, I don't even know, but it's Dolly's right from my perspective, okay? This section in here, I'm going to make her, I'm just going to go without the mix-ins, okay? Without actually trying to get the true colour of what that client has chosen. Now, you may think, oh, well, that's even a little bit easy. You can add a little bit of this and a little bit of that. No, because when someone comes in, they generally don't pick a colour from the colour chart. Would you believe it? They just don't do that. What they end up doing is they bring in some sort of colour. So then we've got to look at what they've brought in a magazine or on a mobile phone, which, mind you, with all the lighting and everything else, changes the colour completely anyway, right? And then we've got to try to pick the colour and then mix up the colour to try and match it, okay? Now, that just is not as easy as what most people will think. That's why they think that our job is maybe a little bit easier, underappreciated sometimes. It's actually a lot more technical than what you actually think. It's not just the foiling part, it's not just this part with the brush or whatever else. Hello, Kirsty, we're talking about the difference with colour and why you have to mix in all different colours to actually get a true colour on the hair as an outcome. And I was just explaining that, you know, it's not that simple, because when clients come in, what they do is they'll bring in a colour and they'll say, try to match this. And it's just not as easy as, okay, we found it in the book, we'll apply it onto this colour hair and it's just going to come out perfect. Unfortunately, it just doesn't work that way, and I'm going to show you this example. So for those that have missed it and just joined us, I thought I'd give them a quick one. So the colour that Dolly has is this. The colour that we're going for is this. Should get the right one. That one there, you can see the ashy tone in there. And we're just saying that just applying that straight, which is what I've done here on this first one. I'll bring it in, okay? Should bring out the colour. It doesn't work that way. It's just not that simple. So very important. And like I said, when you're challenged with an image, and everyone's done it, people have gone and followed people on Instagram. Oh, I love that colour. That looks really good. Tony, Larissa, or Anastasia, Catherine, whatever. Can you please match this colour? And you expect miracles. Sometimes we actually deliver it because, like I said before, we actually know what we're doing, and the technical components of the actual hair is pretty essential. So in order to get the desired outcome that the client has come in to get. So ask questions, okay? Because, you know, I'm covering things that I think are important, but really it's people out there that I want to asking us the questions so that we can actually, or I can at least actually answer them, and you can actually test me. Now, I did say that we're doing some myth busting. There's 2 myths that I've got up on the board as well, by the way. The number 1 myth is hair colour will damage your hair, and I'll give you some feedback on whether it will or will not. And the other myth that we go is that if you colour your hair will go grey. Again, I'm not going to reveal whether they're true myths or not true myths. I'm just going to let that sit everywhere. Everyone can ask themselves, I wonder if any of those 2 things are true. You know, like putting colour in, does it actually encourage the grey to come out, be more prominent? Maybe it does. I'm not sure. We're going to find out very soon. So, I've painted both these colours on. And again, I explained this in my other episode, but very important. I know it's just Dolly and I'm just doing an example online. Hello, Catherine, and Dimitri hopefully as well. I know I'm just doing an example online, but make sure that your stylist, whoever's maybe watching this that doesn't come to Leona James, is really moving the product around. So often you see hairdressers and outcomes where the actual foil and hair hasn't been moved around and really painted on, and therefore you're not getting a good colour. G'day David, welcome as well. 2 myths today. Like I've said, does colour damage your hair? Colouring leads to grey hair. So I was just doing an example, and this is Dolly. We'll leave her for a little while. Watch my episode tomorrow just to see how close one colour was compared to the other. Now, I did promise that we're going to talk very much about these wonderful products here. So this is the REJUVEN8 range, and it's sort of fitting that we've gone with these because we're talking about coloured hair today. Okay, I might actually give David a wave as well while we're at it. And these products are exactly that. They're for the coloured hair out there. Now, if you have finer hair, all the De Lorenzo range is colour safe. So let's just get that one out of the equation. If you have finer hair, I would suggest something like that. If you don't have finer hair, then this is where this one comes into it. So, thank you, camera. Whoop! No, the trolley just doesn't want to stay. All right, we're going to reposition. Let's see if it goes. Whoa, we've got a ghost in here. I can always do this. Yeah, you don't know how I'm stopping it, but I'll tell you a secret. So, number one thing, UV protection. Okay, we live in Australia, very harsh sun down under. Very important that we have the right elements in there to protect your hair from the sun and the damage that it can cause. Very, very nice velvety texture to this shampoo and conditioner. It's beautiful for the hair. It actually does an amazing job. Next, we've got treatment. Okay, it's got so many essential elements to this treatment range. Yes, we've got equilibrium. Equilibrium is pure moisture. That's it. It tries to add moisture into your hair. That's what its job is to do. Okay, if you have a moisture problem, equilibrium. If you just have a general, you just want your hair to feel shiny, amazing, moist, all those amazing things, this is where something like a REJUVEN8 treatment will come into the picture. It's amazing. Can you use it together with conditioner? Yes. Our suggestion though is give the conditioner a miss maybe, and then just use this. If your hair really needs it, conditioner first, this second. Make sure it goes in together quickly though. Don't do conditioner, wait an hour and then put this in. Conditioner closes the cuticle. You need this to get in and underneath the cuticle to do its magic. Then we have the ends. This product here is probably one of the best products on the market. It just walks out the door. Okay, it's amazing. The best part about it, apart from the fragrance, and all the fragrance within the whole range is pretty much the same. Okay, apart from the fragrance, which makes the hair feel awesome and smell awesome, it also relaxes those ends. I've talked to everyone before. The hair, and I'm just going to bring Dolly into the picture here because she has some really crazy ends, okay? So the ends of the hair, this is the oldest part of your hair, okay? And what you want is to make sure that those cuticles are well looked after. The ends are literally for that. Pea size, in the hand, put it through pre-styling, or you can even just use it during the day if you have excess dryness with your hair. Amazing stuff. Now, I've also got 3 complementary products here because I think it's important that we talk about what works with what and why. Instant reconstructor. People can't be bothered with a treatment at home. I get it. You don't want to put it in a towel. You don't want to wait 20 minutes. Well, you can get rid of that one and you can go for something like this, the reconstructor. Amazing. Spray it in your hair. Bang, you're ready to go after you got out of the shower. Happy days. Dry it in there. You'll feel amazing. There's 8 essential elements in this product, okay? UV protection as well. It's got protein complex in there. It has shine, moisture, and smoothing benefits as well. Amazing product. Afterglow, this thing, amazing smell, like lollies on your hair, phenomenal. But the shine factor to it is amazing, okay? Come in, we'll give it a test run. You'll be amazed at how good this looks. And in a couple of days' time, I'm going to have Anastasia on the show. We're going to do some work so you'll be able to see how this amazing product works. And finally, extinguish. I've talked to everybody about this. Now, anyone who says that they don't use a heated appliance on their hair, apart from if you're male, I call absolute nonsense. Okay, I can think of another word, but I'll use nonsense so I can keep it G-rated. And this is where this product is essential if you're using a hair dryer, if you're using a straightener, if you're using anything that will put heat onto the hair. That's what you use. Okay, so again, our online store, www.ljhair.com.au. You can buy any of these products. DM me if you have any questions and I'll be happy to answer any of them. I've also started YouTube. Yes, Liana James has gone onto YouTube. All the videos I'm doing here, I basically download them and put them on there. But I might end up doing something fun on YouTube. So find us on your YouTube, Liana James, just type that in. You should see my mug come up. Should be a lot of fun and a lot of entertainment. Now, I'm going to move all these ones out of the way and we're going to answer the question. Hair colouring. will it damage your hair? Now, there's no yes straight out or no straight out. If people do not protect their investment, I can guarantee you even the most mild of color treatments can lead to really negative outcomes. Okay? The important part is, obviously I'm going to always encourage you to see a professional so that they can make sure that the color is the right color for you, that you can do it in the right way, that it's done in a way that actually looks after the hair itself. The second point is what you do afterwards. I see so many people, and they'll even have treatments and everything here, and you talk to them about the products that's going to help in between appointments, and they walk out the door. And I'm just like, you've spent $300 and you don't want to spend an extra $50 on shampoo, conditioner that's probably going to last you longer than the stuff that you get from Woolies. Okay? Protect the investment afterwards. In fact, I would encourage, say to your hairdresser, you know what? I want to spend just $250 because I want to spend $300 as a package. I want to take these products home. We'll find a way to make it work. Okay? We might have to change something a little bit, but we'll find a way to make it work. So, point is, myth, does it make your hair, does it damage your hair? Does hair color damage your hair? And the answer is no, not by itself. Irresponsible use and irresponsible looking after it more than anything else. Coloring leads to grey hair. Well, I can tell you this much. Stress has been proven. Coloring, though, nonsense. Okay? It is just not true. Unfortunately for everyone out there that thinks that it is true, it just isn't. Okay? You don't apply color and then somehow the color tells your hair, which is a dead cell, by the way, okay, that, go grey. Just doesn't happen. You have cells, you naturally go grey over time, and unfortunately it's linked to your biology. I can't do anything about that. What I can do, though, is I can make your hair look amazing with our colors, with our foiling, with our whatever technique. But not only that, I'm not anti-grey. In fact, the girls that work with me and all the clients that I've ever had, I'm actually very pro-grey. I like grey. I think greys can really look good. It's got to have the right haircut. It's got to make sure that you have the right tools at home to get rid of some of the yellowness and yuckiness that greys can be sometimes. But other than that, absolutely rock a grey hair. Point is here though, is does colour lead to grey hair? And there is just absolutely no correlation with that whatsoever. So, watch us in a couple days time. I'll show you the results. We'll also have Anastasia Robinson. Anastasia will be online with us and she'll be showing you how to curl hair because, hey, I don't have hair to curl. And the whole show is meant to be about helping people at home curl their hair really nice and have some different styles and curls. That would be a little bit awkward if I'm just sitting in a mirror like this and, in a video like this I should say, and doing something but no curls are coming out of it. I think most people will be weird. If I grab this lady and try to do it on her, I think also, apart from the fact that she can't see, it would also be a bit weird because, quite frankly, it's like me doing it on someone in a salon. That's not worthwhile teaching. What is worthwhile teaching is that awkwardness of trying to curl your hair. Like, yeah, I get it. It's hard. Anastasia will be with us Wednesday night, take you through that. Enjoy, everyone, and I'll see you soon. Have fun. Remember, jump on YouTube, Leanna James. Follow the page, subscribe, and share it with anyone that you want. Bye.